George Foreman won the world heavyweight title, left boxing, found a new life, and then came back to win it again at age 45. Yet the strange part was not the victory, it was what came after. The belt was in his hands, the dream was complete, and still, something inside him felt unfinished. Success had arrived, joy had not stayed. Many people know that feeling without ever entering a ring. You study for the degree, earn the promotion, pay off the debt, or reach the weight you promised yourself. For a short time, the world looks different. Then the new life becomes normal. The prize sits on a shelf while your mind quietly asks what comes next. Tal Ben-Shahar, a psychologist and teacher, calls this trap the arrival fallacy. We imagine that happiness is waiting at one clear finish line. Once we cross it, we think we will finally relax, finally feel safe, finally become the person we wanted to be. But the finish line moves, and the mind is very good at turning miracles into furniture. Foreman's story makes the problem hard to ignore. His first run through boxing brought fame, money, and a title. His defeat by Muhammad Ali in 1974 shook that world. After leaving the sport, Foreman changed his life in ways far beyond training. Years later, he returned to boxing, older than most champions, carrying not only muscle, but a different reason to fight. The comeback was brutal. His body had to learn the work again. Training was not a clean movie scene where pain turns into glory on schedule. It was sweat, doubt, sore joints, and the quiet fear that the younger men might be right about him. The goal gave him direction, but the daily work gave him somewhere to stand. When Foreman finally won the heavyweight title again, the moment was historic. It was also brief. The lights faded. The crowd moved on. The belt could prove what he had done, but it could not answer every question about who he was. A goal can settle one argument while leaving the larger argument untouched. That is why achieving goals often feels disappointing. The reward is real, but our prediction about the reward is often too large. We do not just expect a better result. We expect a better self, a better mood, and a life without the old ache. No medal, paycheck, or title can carry all of that weight. Harvard happiness research followed people over many years and found that strong relationships are closely tied to health and well-being. That does not mean ambition is foolish or that a goal cannot bring pleasure. It means the finish line is only one part of a good life. The people beside us and the way we live between milestones matter more than our fantasy admits. Boxing shows this in sharp form because the sport turns a life into visible numbers. Wins, losses, belts, rankings, and records seem to tell the whole story, but behind them are unpaid bills, family strain, loneliness, fear, and the hard work of being a person after the gloves come off. A record can be clear, a life is not. Consider Muhammad Ali after the great victories. His fame grew, but so did the cost of being Muhammad Ali every day. Public pressure, health problems, family pain, and political conflict followed him beyond the ring. Winning did not protect him from life. It simply gave life a bigger stage on which to ask its questions. The same pattern appears in ordinary work. You may want a promotion because you believe it will prove your worth. Then it comes with longer hours, new stress, and a fresh fear of losing it. The title changes. The need to prove yourself may not. The mind has reached the goal, but the old rules are still running the fight. Psychologists call one part of this hedonic adaptation. In plain words, we adjust to changes in our lives, even good ones. A new car feels special, then becomes the car we drive to buy groceries. A larger home feels thrilling, then becomes the place where we worry about repairs. This adjustment protects us from being overwhelmed by every change, but it also fades the shine from success. There is a useful detail here. Hedonic adaptation does not mean happiness is fake. It means happiness from one event is often less steady than we expect. The first rush may fade because the event becomes familiar. That is not a personal failure. It is a normal feature of the human mind, which is both remarkable and annoyingly quick to update its settings. In a boxing gym, a fighter cannot train only for the night of the fight. The body improves through repeated rounds, road work, rest, food, and small corrections. The process is not a warm-up for real life. It is real life. The fight is simply the part strangers can see. That idea gives us process goals. An outcome goal says, win the title, earn the promotion, or reach a certain income. A process goal says, complete today's planned work, review the mistake, make the call, or train with care. Process goals do not remove ambition. They place your attention on actions you can actually perform today. A fighter may dream of becoming champion. That dream can pull him through hard mornings, but he cannot practice being champion in the abstract. He can practice keeping his hands up, breathing under pressure, listening to the corner, and returning to the plan after a bad round. Those small acts are not less noble because they are ordinary. They are the road. The trade-off is important. Process goals can feel less exciting because they do not offer a grand promise. No one throws a parade for answering one email or going to bed on time. Yet these actions build evidence. They show you that your life is not controlled only by distant rewards. You are making choices now, even while the outcome remains uncertain. This is where many people get stuck after success. They ask, what is the next bigger target? Bigger title, bigger number, bigger test. Sometimes the next target is right. Sometimes it is just a way to avoid sitting still long enough to notice that the old goal never solved the deeper need. After a defeat, a boxer may learn something that victory hides. A loss can reveal poor defense, weak patience, or a habit of panicking when tired. It hurts, but the information is clear. After a win, the lesson can be harder to find. Praise fills the room, and praise is pleasant. It is also not always a careful coach. Rivalries add another layer. Ali and Foreman were not only two men chasing a belt. Their fight carried style, age, pride, history, and a clash of public images. When a goal is tied to defeating someone else, success may bring relief more than joy. The rival is beaten, but the mind may soon search for a new rival. That search can happen at work, online, or inside a family. You compare your home with a friend's home, your progress with a stranger's highlight reel, or your income with a number on a screen. The comparison creates a moving target. Even when you improve, someone else's life keeps appearing as evidence that you are late. Digital distraction makes this worse. Your phone offers a fresh score every few seconds. New likes, new messages, new news, new people winning at something. This creates attention residue, which means part of your mind stays stuck on the last thing you saw while you try to do the next thing. A goal needs focus, but the feed sells interruption. A small experiment can expose the difference. For 1 week, keep the outcome goal, but write down 3 process goals each morning. Make them specific and small. Instead of saying, become successful, write, finish the first 20 minutes of the report before checking messages. Instead of saying, get fit, write, complete the planned walk or training session. This works partly because of an implementation intention. That is a simple plan that links a situation to an action. When the clock reaches a set time, you begin the task. When you feel the urge to check your phone, you wait 2 minutes and finish the sentence. The plan does not make discipline painless. It removes one needless decision. Still, process goals have limits. They cannot guarantee a title, a job, a win, or a healthy relationship. A boxer can train well and still lose because the other fighter is better that night. A careful worker can still face layoffs. Clear action improves your position, but it does not give you control over the whole world. That uncertainty is not a flaw in the plan. It is the truth the arrival fallacy tries to hide. We want a finish line that promises safety, but life keeps its terms small and unclear. You can control preparation more than applause, effort more than timing, and honesty more than another person's choice. The goal may also carry a deeper need. A person chasing money may be chasing rest. A person chasing status may be chasing respect. A person chasing victory may be chasing proof that an old insult was wrong. Before choosing the next target, ask what feeling you expect it to give you. Then ask whether a smaller action can meet part of that need now. In boxing, the best corner advice is often plain. Breathe. Watch the hands. Take the next round. That does not deny the belt. It keeps the fighter from spending the whole night living in the future. Your own corner may sound similar. Do the work in front of you, and do not make one result carry your whole identity. Relationships belong in that corner too. Harvard Happiness Research points toward the value of staying connected, not merely collecting achievements. A process goal might be calling someone without rushing, eating one meal without a screen, or telling the truth before resentment grows. These acts can feel small beside a career milestone, but they shape the life that success is meant to support. There is even room for gratitude, if we keep it honest. You do not have to pretend every setback is good. You can admit that a loss hurts and still notice what remains. You can enjoy a win without demanding that it cure every fear. Gratitude is not a command to smile. It is a way of seeing more than the single score. Foreman's second title did not erase his first defeat, his years away, or the questions that led him back. It became one part of a larger life. That may be the better picture of success, not a final door that locks behind you, but a chapter that gives you more choices, more duties, and more truth. So when the next goal arrives, keep it. Ambition is natural. Let it stretch you, but do not let it name your worth. Write the outcome down, then write the daily actions beneath it. Protect sleep, attention, health, and the people who will still know you when the applause is gone. And when the expected joy fades, do not rush to call yourself ungrateful or broken. Notice what happened. Your mind adapted. The prize became part of the room. That does not mean the work was wasted. It means the lasting value may be found in the skills, bonds, courage, and clearer choices built along the way. The next better move is usually less dramatic than the dream. One round. One honest call. One focused block of work. One choice to stop making a distant finish line carry the full weight of your life. The belt may come, or it may not, but a life built through careful process can still feel like a win before anyone raises your hand.